Može imati.
Nino,
Ej,
ajde.
pa ja sam... Ja s tobom u lobiju stojim, ne kužim.
Mogu se me invajtiti ono. Olo, aj Nino, try harda.
Ljubomora se. Nemojmo biti ljubomora staje, rano je.
Ja, da to, moraš popiti prvo nešto.
Potrefilo je koliko ima pluseva za redom. 6 pluseva za redom. Oj, sad bio dobar riječ, sam da je ovaj naš znao smokat i dizat, ali baš te botine su teške.
Ja nokam trojicu.
Vidio sam da.
I noka me
Sad
druga
imaš još jednu
ekipa
veću
i
botavu.
dođe lik samo me diže, razumiješ? Nesvjestan potpuno da nas cijela mapa vidi.
Čijek Nino, ti igraš u Adri?
Igra sam.
Ko vam igra?
Da, igrat ćemo ja Dolić, Fuzi i Marić.
Uzi.
Da,
Mada kako nas ispalio sinoć, možda i neće.
možda i neće, jel? Ma naćemo nekako šta.
Niko ne igra s Ivasom.
Da Ivasa vas ispali, jel?
Zove me da igramo i nas nije bilo nego troje i on samo ode tamo kod njih. Kaka kloša.
Eto ti ga, ne.
Eto, to ti je to.
Jak smo samo ošli, ja i Dolić i dva randova pobili likove u militeriju, u faktoriju. Popeli se na cijevi gori laganica.
Nikad više uživo nisam.
Još smo i čekali dobre 2 minute, bre, dok se on odlučio pušat. Ja tamo bi odustao kad onaj naš reče, evo i dolaze. A ona prva dvojica što smo ih pustili da uđu, oni veze nema. Mi kad smo i nokao, oni veze nema. Oni samo pustili sve, pustili joystick. Bacili joystick od televizije, gotovo.
Gotov joystick, gotova televizija.
Gotovo sve.
A gdje si svi popeli? Nisam skonta, kad se priča.
Factory gore na cijevi iznad. Kad ulaziš u factory.
Ajoj, ki glupost.
Ali tu toliko uglova, toliko cijevi, toliko uglova ima. Ti i da znaš.
Di ćemo?
Ti da znaš da te neko čeka.
Hvala. I da znaš da te neko čeka, ti ne znaš gdje da staviš ništa.
Bar te njemu na glavu.
A ne, znaš šta je caka u tome? Jer ti, na primjer, kad si ti stavio tamo na onome, tebi kad lik dolazi s onih vrata, ti njemu vidiš sve do tijela, ti ga možeš pogoditi 10 puta prije što on tebe vidi. Ako počneš pucat odmah, čim nogi.
Pa dobro, tu leta, ako si so, ti lete dvojica, trojica mrtvac.
Pa dobro to, ako si so, ali jebi ga, onda trebaš pametno, trebaš pustiti prvog, pa ovo, pa ono, razumiješ?
Da, mi smo pustili dvojicu skoro.
Mi smo pustili dvojicu da uđu, razumiješ? Oni veze nemaju. Tek smo i onda nokali, onda on već ne znao dakle si ga nokao. Jer konta nisi kraj vrata ako si me pustio da uđem 20 metara.
Ma nema šanse s to, koliko god da igraš da nema teorije.
Ma ja ne bi ni uvjerio to. A znam da se može popesti.
Ja sam počeo vjerovati sada zato što čisto to ja radim.
Ali nikad niko nije bio gore, jel?
Ali niko mi nije gore dočekao.
Ne.
I sad kad imaš shielde, u Lost Leone su na Miramar, na onih hangarima, se možeš penjati po one cijevima gore, znaš. Sad kad imaš shield, staviš shield na onu kutiju žutu i uvijek se popneš po cijevima hodaš, bez problema. Znaš koje englove možeš kroz one male prozore, brate mili. Baš ako sad potrebno Miramar pokazat ću vam. Znaš koji engl možeš imati, ajme. Kućaš po cijeloj mapi, zjebote dole. Pa Ivas, one hangari ispod Lost Leonesa prema Ivas compoundu i ono, razumiješ? Prema crkvi tamo. Vidiš sve. Sve vidiš kroz prozore gore. Kad se popneš na cijevi. Kroz one male prozore na hangarima, kužiš.
Da, nisam znao.
Ne moraš pika na vrata, ne moraš izlaziti vanka uopće.
Jo, šta se desi? 6x, jel nam treba imam za obojicu?
Ja imam 6x, ja imam viška isto kompenzator i flash hider.
Može. Može kompenzator.
Treba mi chickpad i extended.
Nosim ti chickpad. Imam 2 viša kompenzatora.
Ja imam. Osim i buff i ihova mogu na SLR staviti.
Meni ne treba, meni dosta jedan.
Ja imam 2 viška, kažem meni ne treba, ja sam već 3 našao.
Nosim.
Meni samo treba MK12 i ja mogu ići.
Druže, sad su još više bomba dodali i tako nemaš mjesta. Druže, kuda stavljam sve bombe?
Ma ja nosim samo nejdove. Nejdovi smo, fleške ne nosim uopšte.
Što?
Pa ne znam.
Flashove ne nosiš?
Ne.
Ja nosim uvijek jedan.
Jesi ti u redu?
Ne nosim nikad, zato što nekako se skonto da ih nikad ne iskoristim.
Druže, najbitnija stvar u Pubgu.
Fleške. Trenutno najjača stvar u Pubgu je Blue Zone Grenade.
Blue Zone granata, da što. Totalno sjebe svu koncepciju svega, brate. Ne baš bi precizan, ništa, samo je baciš debilo. Ono, brate, 20 kvadrata spali. No, kaš lika, samo baciš Blue Zone, boli te kurac. Ne baš gleda di ćeš bacit, hoćeš kuhat dobro nade kroz prozor, hoćeš ovo, hoćeš ono, još pogodi molotov.
Imamo
Samo
emergency.
rokneš Blue Zone i ga.
Našao se.
Stop.
Ne znam
Mislim već smo
šta bi mogli s njim. Neku planinu uzeti.
Pa jedno na
Možda novo.
planine ovdje, ali da, jedino to, ali pa i
A mi
nije
treba
to nešto.
extended jebeni.
Znaš šta možemo?
Mhm.
Možemo tempirat, evo ti ovaj chickpad i
I naš
Zato.
chickpad.
evo ti kompas tu. Možemo onaj, evo sad s dropovima, zovni ga sad, aj. Da idemo na dropove, aj.
Ajde.
Zovi ga, zovi ga.
Na
Ali-
koji banj ste vi stavili jebenu Blue Zone granatu?
Na 5.
Ma ja je nemam
Na 5 mi je
bindanu
ne,
uopće.
Šta ti je na 5?
Na 5 mi je bomba.
Meni je bomba na G. Trojka mi je
Da,
flash,
isto
četvorka
bomba.
mi je
Ja
moli,
sam na G
petica mi
healam.
je Blue Zone.
Evo ti kompens.
A ja
Ja
ne
sam
sam
na
za
G
kill,
healam.
ja kliknem tab i...
A znaš koliko je brže, brate?
Znam da je, ali... U malo si to ista stvar kao za flash. Mislim nije baš ista, ovo je gore. Ali u malo situacija
Meni je-
se nađem da mi treba bint za heal.
Meni je utility na 4, sav. I onda samo klikneš 2-3 puta. Što brže klikaš, samo ti mijenja brzinski i onda bacim. Ali onaj... Ajde Mosfox, ode ti ovo, ej.
Imam vremena.
10 sekundi.
Param, param,
Pet,
param,
četiri.
param, param, param.
Jeste vidjeli uopšte gdje su ovo dropovi?
No,
Eno drop, ne nisam.
Ja ih ne vidim.
Ja nisam vidio di su, ne vidim.
No, nisam ni gledao kud idu, ja sam lud.
Nešto tamo zeleno.
Ne možemo do tamo
Osam.
stići.
Može, pričamo što ću vidjeti.
Ne,
On će
mora.
nas, on će nas da digne.
Dignit će nas na kilometar još nešto. Moram pratiti cijelu mapu.
Pa mi jadnika našeg ostavili tamo da luta.
Ostali naši, pozovali smo u Vrčinice.
Što je ovo dobra reklama za backpack. Da izdrži sajlu i 80 kilo. Ajmo skači.
Šta ga čuju još gore? Kako će sad ulić promašiti?
Evo ja kad spadao iz parašuta ti si gurao tu upali.
Jo?
Sjeti se kad si morao ono dajvat, ono gore dolje, vejvat.
Gledaj, to još uvijek radim,
Podržavam.
koliko sam da to morao raditi.
Ali ovo je pesec.
Ajde.
Ovo je dobro dok nas ne spotaju.
Čekaj, volan, stani se.
Svega je moje sad.
Sad je odlično.
Nije da je poput da stream metka i nestane taj zid, ali dobro.
Naš di je dobro skočit s ovim kurcem emergency pick-upom. Gledajte moj marker tamo, 175, onaj kran iznad mosta. Kad je zona takva, skočiš gore na vrh krana i krećeš se po kranu, ladno. I ako imaš silencer, likovi dole ne veze nemaju, znači ti si 200 metara iza njih skoro.
Ovdje.
Brate,
A
ti
ti smo-
opako, evo staviš i možeš skočit na nešto drugo, se voli tako.
Pa da, pa to ti ja govorim za hangare jebote. Auto? Plavi. Jedan lik.
Aj nokaj ga dole.
McLaren. pam, ode. Krešet će, mislim, Silent. Da će tu na taj compound.
Joj, kako su oni mrtvi.
Ma nisam se, da li ti skočiš, šta?
Mislim da je kako
Ajno,
mrtvi.
tuva, brat.
Zgaze ga.
Nice.
Izbacili ga iz auta, ljudi.
Ali odakle? S kampa je ih na kampu crvenih.
Evo ga iz kampu da na crveno. Aj, pogodi ovo Dulki, ajde. A nemaš balti,
Mada
točno
me,
kilometar.
kilometar i po mi je meni rekord. Kilometar 550, tako nešto.
Ne, to ni ne hita, druže. Vjerojatno 15 puta ga bi trebali minimum hitat. Da ga
Ma
nokam.
da, za kilometar.
I sad tamo dođem na YouTube, iskoči mi dva video klipa. Prvi klip, Muđa napravio rekord u snajperu, lik ubio nekoga na 700-800 metara ili 900, ne znam. Iza toga ide najveći kill na rankedu Amir Hadžić na ne znam nijako. Na to ti je to, bro. Kad si
Koji
pogledali
najduži
ljudi misle
kill
da...
napravi, nisam slušao, koji prvi?
Muđa na 900, Amir Hadžić na...
Pa ja sam na 950, brate.
A da.
Da,
Ja sam
ja
na
imam
950.
950 sa SKS-om, imam
Ja
950
onda-
sa
imam
SKS-om.
950.
Ja imam 1500 sa snajperom. I
Koliko
ja,
je 1000, brate, max.
1500, bukvalno imamo snimak s golfa mi je Ray-Ban dao za to. Kladili
Evo
su
bombe.
Ray-Ban.
Hoćemo ići.
A imaš ti kill i na 7 km, ono random. A na streamu sam napravio tačno na kilometar kill. I izbacio sam ga na TikTok. Ali
Ja znam ono na Miramaru.
na Miramaru, da. Ali to je na primjer
Bajte ispred mene. Tu spawn.
Auto
Nije,
dolazi.
to može biti sponsor.
Imate li blue zone? Ja imam blue zone.
Ja ne.
Ako nokamo blue zone.
Pusti ih, nek priđu, pusti ih.
Pusti nek dođu na dropove, da.
Tuže lik me zgazit će me.
Neće.
Neću samo skempuje. On traži
Šta
drop,
radi?
ne zna di su. Traže drop, ne zna di je frajer.
Da ga upucam da zna di je.
Ne. Sad vidjet će ga on sad će ga vidjeti.
Ljudi kažu ne. I onda upucam na najglupije mjesto.
Treba se ga pustiti.
Išao na mene frajer.
Koju boju
Išao na mene frajer.
Ljudi metar od mene prođu, ne pucam. I oni upucaju na najglupije mjesto. Majko,
Jesi to
Dobro, da.
uradio?
to sam uradio.
Dobro.
To-
A htio sam ti ga ponudi. Da li da
Koga?
ga uzet ću?
Pa neću fama suditi, ja sam samo hemet.
Nino, imaš tricu već.
Što, vi ne gledate, ja?
Ne gledam, sad ću.
Mi letamo.
Mi igramo, rodni mi nije ipak.
Slažem se.
Možeš igrati ti.
A evo te šta?
Ja malo gledam,
Gle, Twisted je opet, bog te, pa Twisted je... Ne seri.
Sam.
Znači opet je bio hot drop i Twisted je mrtav, 2 minute nije prošlo.
Ma ne, debilčine, razumiješ, ja sam vidio jučer kako igraju. Oni su ispali. Ja sam
Oj,
jučer
joj,
rekao da
vidio
su
ovdje
ispali
dropova.
ispanući.
Silazite.
Prosto novi dropovi, oni prvi što su bili, što smo i tražili, jel?
Ne, ovi.
I da.
Kutić. Helmet 3 ovdje
I sad
doli
će
ćelo da
se-
ne sereš.
Sad će se oni
A znaš šta je najgore fiče? Sad što i Petriho Road
Imaš Helmet 3.
i Virtus idu u loser bracket.
Ja znam, da.
I šta onda?
A promenit će, nisi to uglu.
Razumijem.
Pa ne
što
mora
sad
biti da
ne
će
mijenjaju?
Pero u lover.
Ma,
Pa, to ti kažem, zato što su oni njih kontestali, mislim da Twisted nema ni jedan win.
ima jedan.
Da, ali Pero ti ima
Ima
21 poen i sad 4 ima 25 bodova.
Ja, ali okej, sad da kažeš ekstra za njih. Ali prošla 2 meča Pero je ostao na jednog lika. Razumiješ?
Da.
Znaš ti koliko će oni puta izaći sa svojom četvoricom? Jednom, 2 puta od 7-8 kontesta.
Da.
Ovdje su prestora sniper, to nikome ne trebalo.
Što se...
Supresor za sniper, to vam ne trebalo.
Ne.
Može.
Mi nismo u zoni, ti van zone trčiš.
Ja lutam.
Evo dropova.
Našao sam
ljudi
blue
to.
zone grenade. Imam 4 nejda, blue zone granatu, 5 smokova. I to je to.
Zon, bombe,
Ja imam
bombe, evo
nade i
bombe.
2 blue zona imam.
Dropovi idu.
Čak se
ali ovo
razmišljam
gledaj
da
koliko
uzmam
može biti
molotove.
taktično, pazi. Ali pazi Dulić koliko ovo može biti taktično. Znači vas četvorica, 4 blue zona, sam se dogovorite di će koji bacit.
Ma
Oni su
da,
bled.
bre.
Onda ne možeš pobjeći iz nje.
Ja sam na...
Ti nemaš vremena pobjeći,
Šta
stari.
ste-
Evo AVM ovdje.
Evo, pogledaj kamp ovaj tu, na crvenom.
Ja.
Ja sam bacio 2 bombe na blue zone granatu na crveno, 2 na ovoj ovdje.
javim
3 kila sam dobio i 4 mi je ostao na health.
Daj mu onda supresor taj uzmi. Gdje je supresor je sad?
Na glavnom dropu ti je supresor ovdje.
Idem ja po supresoru u klošaru.
Znači samo da se dobro dogovorite, ono ko što se prije dogovaralo kad ne idaš stav, kad bacaš ne ide, koju sobu ne ida. Sad se može dogovoriti, stari moj, bacat ono 20 metara razlike doslovno. I pokriješ jebote 100 kvadrata, oni su dead.
Da.
Ne možeš pobjeći, nemaš vremena, ti počneš trčati, nemaš vremena, jer jede ko zona 6.
Znači ja mu idem po supresoru trči od mene. U klošaru.
Ja mislim da se uopšte stanje na tablici neće promijeniti u odnosu na jučer. Mislim da će top 8 ostati top 8.
Ne.
Pazi. Još 3 game ako se ne promijeni ništa do 3. meča, do 10. meča. Tako će ostati. Jer onda ovi što nema šans, što su loser break, to će laganije da igraju, vidješ.
A hoćeš 15 scope ti mosok sad za taj kurac?
Za MK.
Ne, za AVM.
Pa čekaj nije Dulić uzavem.
Ja uzavim.
Pa to.
Hoćeš 15 scope?
Hoću da.
Evo ti,
Ali
ja mu
nemam ti
dajem
nego
supresor
šest.
SR. Ja mu trčao po SR supresor.
On
Ili-
bježi, ja.
On beži retard od mene. Gle, opet trča.
Pa nisam,
Evo ovdje još
nisam
jedni drop,
uopšte,
ovaj.
vjeruj me, to uopšte nisam
Amo
to
još
pogledao
malo
metova.
lutat, amo po još metaka AVM, ajde. Evo još 50 metaka. Ja je Riha neki dan, Riha 4 AVM-a uz dropovo.
Joj, metaka,
Puca
za dva
Riha,
meča.
no scope. Oj, se peš.
The secret to your guys'
Druže, mi
success
previše
right now. What's
lutam,
going on in
jedan
that
plus
fight?
neku svaču
We're
kata.
comfortable, and they're doing a good job here against Salalzi. Down to 8 HP. It's at 9 now, and a crossfire able to pull it through. Take one down, Savior out.
Šta bi ja mogao? Čik 5 MK14, sve to. MG3 opet, level 3 kaciga. Ma šta je adrenalina, ide mi popiti, evo, idem se da bodem se.
Helmet 3, ođe. Mamo li ono da ga stavimo neđe u...
Mali gepek kakav neđe, ja.
Druže 3 gilje smo. Konč to Dulić ovaj ružni gilje.
Koliko imate blue zone?
Evo još jedna 15,
Jedan.
ovo, 2.
Ja 2. Bar te znači bukvalno
Druže
cijeli
28
kamp
alive,
može.
vamo se mi puca traže, ja?
Da.
Jebali ga slut.
Jel to pucanje neđe desno vi?
Po sredstvu,
Jeste,
ono
evo.
desno se puca, evo ovdje sam na kao, evo.
Trčim! Ja mislim da
Možda
nisam
sa
u životu
bijeli
igrao
tena.
više chill za game od ovog.
Stiegl power.
Ovako sam ti ja vato mastere sa Batmanom i ekipom. 1 KD, to su piševi bili stari. Piše. Ko si i Batman, njih slušati i gledat kako igraju. Nešto nevjerovatno. Ovi su van zone sad svi ispali.
A i mi nismo on.
Dodan da će on trčati na nas. Evo jednog desno skroz.
Finisher nekog on.
Druže, imam 15x, koga ga gađam dolje na plavi.
Evo ga ovdje.
Tu, evo ga.
Hitam 2 put, 3 put. Knopka.
Insta.
To je to, to je 102. On je finišao nekog, tako da mora biti još jedan tim negdje.
Ili je insta ubije nekog.
Da. Jedno od to dvoje.
Šta kaže taj kamp tu? Ja neću čovjeka vidjeti.
Nisi vidio? Kako nisi ubio Filika, zar nisi?
Flash.
No, jasno.
Nino, Steeler. Nije ga flash kad sam ga ja flash. Znači,
A dobio asist, ne znam kako.
ne ti ga flash. Ali mislio sam ga ja. Pam.
Name is sequin and I think you're running too fast.
Ojoj. Ovdje na ovoj cesti, brate, u 100 metara 3 auta. Ali kad ti lik sad u ovom šeku, di sam?
Kako sam se ja neki dan, brate, sastro, igram solo i u militiru, ne znam gdje je bilo, ne pojma. Pucam ja, pucam. Na Erangelu, onim žutim kućama prema provincima. Pucam, brate, ubijam trojicu. I u jedan šek koji nisam ušao, uđem neki lik Twitch sa shotgunom. Evo i desno gore na brdu.
Tu negdje, ljudi zeleni.
Da.
Ja znam da nema desno neko.
Ajmo da su to oni.
A vidim ga tu, gili.
Ne, pa da nije njihov neki u flanku, to.
Ajoj, kako se im pomera druži, tačno na drvo. Mogu ga ubijem.
Na crvenom mi nije.
Tačno zeleni, hitan 2 put, mrzim. Gili druži, ne mogu ga upućati od trave. Sam jedan sam vidio sad. Lovit je.
Uvoj su negdje.
Neki M24 pukao u guzicu.
Iz kampa dalje.
A leži u travi s Gilijom s P90, brate, ne vidim.
Se ustao, pričaj mi.
Ma nije susto, iza mene leži još uvijek. Sam polako.
Dolazimo time. Kidan je 2 puta.
Gdje je?
Moj mark. Dolazimo time.
Lezi frajer s Gilijem u travi. Dođi bi u auto. Nokan iz auta, ostao u smoku Gili.
No, on kamenu, moj mark. Ovdje ne mogu ti ni kamen marka. Drvo mislim.
Ali ima još jedan u compoundu. Pazi se, posli se. Eto ga vidiš. Nokan i compound ostao taj zadnji tu. 1 HP, 1 HP,
Low
1
HP,
HP.
pušaj ga.
Kako on umire od zone, šta je?
Ne može ga pušati.
Tu je, markam ga.
Ojoj.
Šta MP90 radi čuda, brat.
Ma nije na samo mašio, druže.
Brate, taj famas.
Zaboravio sam da famas ima ogroman riko. Počeo zapucati njega koji zemlji.
Hoće Pičo igrat. Pičko.
And they are feeling at least decent. I will say that, you know, oh, Shanghai with the sawed-off got a kill on Uba.
Yeah, we come back to here and suddenly Na'Vi are now really wounded. It's all down to Alia. A couple of revives potential for 4 a.m., but a flash is gonna allow the push with the barrel.
Oh, Alia. It's just not even fair against Na'Vi. You think you have them on the ropes and they're just gonna keep doing it and keep making things happen. Uba on
LG.
LG might be crashing this.
They need these points, and they also need this space because they're on the edge of the zone. And this is the perfect opportunity with the kills that they saw in the kill feed right now.
Yeah, I like this from LG. They gotta scoop up points where they can, and they are already beat up in this game.
Yeah, man,
so here come Kickstart and Flood trying to finish this fight between two of our top teams in this lobby so far. Alia smokes in front of him, just gonna be holding. Now, Zhao Hai has the IGL of 4 a.m. Summer rezzed and ready. Let's see what they can do here. This one's might take a little bit. We'll see. There's a lot of smokes being thrown.
Yeah, no, a few left still in the backpacks here. And LG, they're just waiting for someone from either 4 a.m. or Na'Vi to move. They definitely heard the vehicle arrive, so they know that there is some level of presence, but the next circle is going to shift towards the south. This means that this fight is still valuable. This position is still valuable, but we'll see if another team decides to get a little curious and push onto this one.
Just think if LG had gone upstairs. They could have snuck that point away, but instead, the bleed out came through and 4AM was able to find another kill.
It's honestly less about the individual points when it comes to kill stealing for LG, I believe. It's more just about getting involved, getting active, and then winning a couple of fights. Stealing a kill doesn't feel that good than when you're in a 1v1 and you're actually able to win out. Because LG, they've taken so many L's in those individual fights yesterday. Getting that confidence is a lot more important in the long run with the 5 games after this one than just the individual points here and there.
Absolutely. 4AM still has Ali upstairs. A dangerous foe for sure. Above them. Took a peek down the stairs. Summer was watching, but Alia, I think, just trying to bait out maybe, seeing if he can get somebody to come around the corner, maybe back up and go for the finish, but instead, going to commit his last smoke in the bag. Meanwhile, GEX's Zennon skirting Tianba territory on that motorcycle. Donawat trying to send into the center. Our phase 3 circle did shift down towards Hacienda. Very hard shift here for our third one, excuse me. Now grenades out from 4AM. Trying to deal with this Alia problem, but LG on the other side makes it really tough to push around these corners.
Yeah, they have the line, at least for a small little angle, but the counterfrag is going to come out from Zhao Hai. If they didn't know that LG were here, they do know now, and they're now forced back inside that building, still unable to just flush out the rat of Alia.
I'm curious if somebody, like you mentioned earlier, is going to try to get involved in this. I do see New Happy driving, but they aren't really within range of this fight just yet. And this one drags on. The smoke's certainly helping. Now I see a pump shot in Zhao Hai's hand. So he might try to make that charge up the stairs. Soul takes a headshot from somewhere. Purdy Curdy trying to get into this shack and not going to happen. Schofield from Howell is going to collect that point.
Yeah, there were a lot of angles held onto that shack, and Kurt's vehicle went just a bit too far in order to be able to slide into that piece of cover. It would have been a good find. It would have been quite a while before anyone probably last minute Plan Z sent it as a team in those fields. Probably would have lasted a phase or two at least, but STK going to be out early, going to have to recenter up for the next rounds. GEX now, they pulled away from the Tiamba, but now they're staring down New Happy, who have another edge spread that we know they are so fond of here.
Plan Z, I like that. I like that a lot. That was good. I honestly never heard that before, so I was smiling. All right, GEX trying to cut through New Happy, and from Tianba territory to another Chinese team. Ming Ming with the first knock onto Zennon. Zipian trying to hold point. Leo's grenade is out, and it's good. It just got enough around the corner. Nan finds Leo instantly, so just Yuri left, and he's dealt with. Nan and Ming Ming there doing the lion's share of the work for New Happy. Zipian looks to be resable from my purview.
Yeah, it's going to be easy. Now I was actually already there. I thought they'd have to take some time to go down in that area. We're at the very end of phase number 3. Going to see where this next one is going to send us. Is it going to still favor the field? There's a lot of field in play, but it's going to be that road, and that Howl compound is going to be the powerful one here.
That is nasty. I mean, it makes sense, the phase 4 shift. There is some land ratio terrain by Hacienda.
That's true.
So it just wants to get away from that as much as it can. And it is going to go to the east. Could have gone north, but this one around, we're going to be heading in the other direction.
And this is where that LG 4AM Navi situation might start to get a little uncomfortable for these teams. 4AM, they say, you know what, Alia, we're done with you. You're a terrible roommate. Get out of here. And now they can just focus up 2v2 against LG.
All right, now LG. Grenade in hand for kickstart there momentarily, but not going to opt to go for it. Summer as well. Just cycling between the guns and the utility. EXO. Long-range battle with Tianba. Still Corexi from phase. Out there in the blue.
I sad shvati kužiš, Pero već ima 5 bodova I 4 su up. I imaju, jel imaju zonu, ne znam, nije.
I think they know he's there, and now they're going to drive by. Let's see. Well, they're going to find out real fast. Akita spray so good. Able to control it at the end. Pow there quickly for the trade. The rest of XO is in their vehicles. They're going to be late to this party, so that's going to be the flush onto Akita.
Yeah, this widespread, it's getting punished. That isolation onto Akita, and then with even the four member of EXO range still not even close to this ridgeline, only just now arriving. EXO seem to be a little on this engagement. The blue is
Ali ja ne znam gdje je se on otišao, on igra uz malu, čim će da nećemo igrati.
Pa to te pitam, jel si mislio igrati ili si mislio gledat?
Moj igraš, a? Igrat I gledaš to.
Pa dobro.
Ti ne bi igrao, ili?
Ne, igrao bi.
Ajoj. Zašto ja čujem duplo?
Evo, gotova ti jamba.
Yeah, He was able to spot Pau Pau at the very end there, but now Pubg Road, they're not going to swing around, they're not going to try and
Ovo
get
će
that
dobar
down
fight
position.
bit.
They're going to go directly into
Pero i
Sonic's
Sonics.
compound. Smokes in play to get that tunnel onto that wall, but then
Ajde,
breaking
sad
up
će
that
ih
wall
Pero
through the different
in the lobby.
containers there to get to that compound is going to be a very, very hard push. H1
Ma ne
already
vjerujem.
holding the angle.
Ma hoću.
Pubg Road surrounding Sonic. Donawa as well. Starting to get in the mix. Some really good shots from Win there. Get Aches left on his knees. 3 now for Pubg Road as I think, oh, great grenades are bouncing in. Tiggleton with the flush. Damage done to every single Pubg Road player. And here come Anonix and Salute on the backside, looking to backstab, looking to third party.
Yeah, this is a great position for Anonix and Salute to take here. Nice ridge line. Just pick up the scraps here and make sure that neither of these teams can get out of this in full force here. Anonix lighting up Pubg Road. Tiggleton taking advantage of that, dropping AZ.
Yeah, Pubg Road sandwiched now between two stellar teams. And a great grenade from Salute, right on the money, right on top of Kui. Kui now, the last one. Nope, no, it's over. Pubg Road,
Ej, jebi ga.
done and dusted. Sonics potentially have to make their way either through Donawa or try to wrap to the south, and then maybe contest New Happy territory.
Yeah, because as you say, the circle did center up right now. Howl still in the dead center of this zone. And Sonics, I actually don't know which is more favorable for them. If they're somehow able to get a knock onto Donawa, that could be an advantage here to go that direction, but it might just have to be through New Happy's angle. Exo right now on the north side, completely unaware of Corexi just trolling behind their position. But it looks like the vehicle, Rain, going to be going potentially to that LG4AM compound. No one has crashed it yet.
I have to wonder if this is FaZe's AWM that's in Hikerman's hand. Remember, we saw
maybe.
it very, very long ago. I wonder if it's pass hands from Tianva and the Hikerman. You know, it's like the
Sisterhood of the
Christmas,
traveling pants.
the Christmas gifts when you pass them around. You know?
Brotherhood of the traveling on.
Nije ne otišao raditi
The
zato.
traveling arm, that's
Zato
their-
otišao, iskočio jednu solo i ide
Yeah,
raditi.
we should brand that.
that's make some
Što, jel
t-shirts,
on
hats,
nema danas
try to sell them
slobodno?
to
Collectively, we got
anybody.
X number of kills.
Nobody's buying them, let's just be honest.
No, yeah, no, it's going to be a little niche thing, but yeah, Exo crash onto this building for MLG. Can they defend?
Shotgun out for kickstart. The shot around the window. I thought the second one was going to be good. But that didn't connect for kickstart, so he's going to have to go up the stairs. But out the door is trouble for EXO. Hikerman done. Summer's grenade is going to find the flush off of New Happy's knock. And EXO quickly dealt with as they try to crash this compound.
But off of the back of that, look at Summer's new position. 4AM are getting to a different spot to sort of take off LG. They can't overpeak because of New Happy's angles right now. You saw them just shooting at Summer and Zhao Hai, perhaps trying to look a little too aggressive there. But with this position, we'll see if a new grenade could catch LG off guard, maybe come from an angle that they weren't expecting.
Dude, how many healths does Corexi have? He is just vibing out in the blue. It's phase 5 blue even, and he's still just chilling out there. All right, shotguns abound. An M4 for Flood. And still this battle rages on. The long war, the 100-year war between LG and Angry Men right now. And we could cue some
Hoćemo.
music here, right?
It's more like a cold war because they've been throwing
Hoćemo
things
pogledat
together
ovaj
this
game do
game,
kraja
but
pa
a
igrat.
single point of
Možemo
damage it feels
pogledat.
like has really landed.
Malo još
Still just-
ostalo.
oh, he has that
5
thirsty for
minuta.
this kill. He knows that this compound is going to be taken out of the shift in the next phase in just a couple of seconds.
imamo
But
četvrtog
now is the
uopće?
time for them
Kako
to
će
go
se
take care of
haos
things. Look at it, now
zacementirat.
by Belmoth. We'll see if they'll revive. Yeah, they'll revive
Ali dobro,
doable.
ne mora biti, mogu i ovi tu od 4AM-a, ima dobar game.
That's a really good position for him, and I briefly talked to FaZe today, and they said, look, 4 points per game, we think that's good enough to get us to the grand finals directly. They got 3 kills at least.
Mogu i ovi
and plus the
Kickstar ima
placement
dobar
points,
game.
so
Al
they
kurac
kind of
bog
mission
te, pa
accomplished
kak dej
in
može tamo igrat?
so far.
Može, a ne vidi ih niko.
Trying to work this ridge line, trying to keep themselves obscured from Howl, and we'll see if this one kind of has to finish now.
It has to. It has to. And it's actually on 4 a.m. to sort of have the timer here because the blue is going to be pushing into them first. And
Koliko dana vam je
Zhao
vidim da
Hai
ih
got the
tamo?
shotguns in
To
play.
voli bih vidjeti.
Flood, I mean, distracted by another team, picking up a couple of kills, a little
Oh,
damage where they
that's
can.
not
Not sure they're going to be able to finish that, but 4AM is going to use this as an opportunity to get right inside. Kickstart with the first knock, but down so low. Flood with the
Bro.
high ground peak.
Nice.
It is finally over.
There you go, LG recovering in this game from a rough start. It looked like maybe the trend would continue, but no, they're able to
Ej, jebi ga,
the
LG
lanes
sad treba
higher.
pušat.
The stonks are rising for LG.
And
Da.
they've already doubled the placement points
Sjebano.
from all 6 games from yesterday. So again, picking it up. We'll see how much further they can go though, because this is going to be a very hard push, especially with day trade. If they didn't know that LG were there, that
Ne
knowledge is
da,
still
nema
gone.
gdje
They know
igrat.
now, and
Mogu
all of their
cestu
angles
ovo
are
igrati ispred
turned
njih.
that direction. New happy as well.
All right, Seoul trying to harass these teams. All of Donawa trying to use this position to soften up the targets. They're going to have to make a move over to the east. It's going to be a tough one. They have to cross a field, and there is not a lot of terrain to play for, especially with Howell controlling this compound. With the Sonics watching them, this is going to be nuts. Yeah, this is so tough
Yeah,
for
big, I
Donawa.
know.
Yeah, with only 2 kills, making it this late into the game, you'd hope that they were able to have more
Koji
points
kurac.
already, but this send is just
Zašto,
one
jel vama
last
zvuka
to
ima
Onyx.
uopće
LG with
sad?
another send of their own, Kickstart's
Da.
gonna be knocked. This is
A?
easily expected
Ima,
outcome
da.
of any situation in this spot. Well,
To, ali ovi
continue
nokovi,
to
bog
try
te uopće
and deal
nisu
some damage.
prikazivali se,
Not
samo su
quite going
ispadali
far
iz
enough,
auta.
to finish Kickstart.
Look, the
Nije se uopće
recovery
čulo
here
ko da je
from
neko
LG has been
pucao
really
na
good in
njih.
this game. I will say that
Uloš.
the fact that they're still in this game, the fact that they're still claiming
Ja iskreno nisam, ne
that's a good
znam.
game. That's something to
Ja
hang
vidim.
their
Ja
hat on
nisam
for sure.
čuo.
Kickstarter
Ne igraju naši
gonna be
kolegi.
tempted to be rezzed. Is there enough time before that blue gets there? I'm not too sure, especially with the smokes as well. Starting to run dry in front of them. Kickstart just able to get ahead of the blue, but Flash waiting with open arms, finds the spray, finds the knock on a flood. Oh, but right behind him, and Onyx strikes him in the back.
Yeah, Onyx still the solo player. Day trade were a bit too distracted, focused too hard on LG. That's going to give Onyx the opportunity to sort of slot on in now that LG are done.
Ovo je
He needs
teško
to
da
focus
falu
on the
ipak,
one
brate.
remaining
Ako neće
member
niko
of
se
Day
po
trade.
fajtu
This
tu
hold,
happy.
I mean, it was successful because LG are out, but it's only Belmoth up.
And Onyx there cutting off any potential angles if Howell had pushed out to that hill. Maybe thinking about trying to go for that vehicle play or something here. I'd like to see him maybe try to go for Belmoth, but out there, Tiggleton and others can see him. And now he's going to have to try to go for Belmoth. I mean, if there's anybody in the world maybe you'd want right now for Dono in this situation, certainly, and Onyx has shown time and time again that as a solo, he is capable of tremendous things.
Belmoth now prone down, lying in wait. And Onyx knows that there's another member up here. It's all about just trying to spot them before they spot you. That vehicle does give Belmont's position, or at least it gives evidence to Belmont's potential position. But the circle, again, continuing to favor Howell. 4 kills for them so far for Howell, so it's not like they've just been sitting
Treba
easy.
se ko 55
We'll see
pojena
how
da
many
se
points they can get out of this
kvalifikuju.
one. Right now, I'm actually going to be favoring New Happy because their high ground position
Oj,
is yet to be
vidite
contested.
se.
They've spread out in a 1-2-1 position with so many different angles.
Pa jevi ga, vidim da je između 10. i 3. mjesta
Yeah, if
8,
this circle just happens to end right on Howell's compound,
9,
then
11
tek
bodova.
tough
Twisted
for anybody,
Minds
but
odvojio.
if it shifts away from the compound, yeah, I'm with you. I think New Happy's
A trenutno mogu svi da prođu, ali gledaš,
still some vehicles behind
od
by this
juče je
champions
ovakva
that they can play with,
situacija,
that they
znaš,
can
ovo
utilize.
su takvi
I think
lobiji
they
gdje
need
ti
to crash
teško
that
možeš
also
uzeti 10 poena
keep
po
our eyes
meču.
onto that. Everybody else here
Znaš, ovdje se uzima
just trying to see
4-5
if they
poena
can
i to je
survive.
to.
Sonics with three
I onda
kills
svi
still
uzmu
very much
nešto.
still have a shot, but
Rijetko ko zadnje 3 ekipe jedine su koje ne uzimaju, čak i Eggs ovaj meč uzeo 4 boda. I onda se svi pomjeraju zajedno.
Getting further forward is going to be tough.
Yeah, they can either limit the line of sight from New Happy or Howell. They can't do both at the same time. However, they're able to get a knock, well, I was going to say, get a knock onto the Mad. That could have been an opportunity to push forward, but the Mad is actually going to back away from this one. They know that they don't want to give up that potential knock because of the push here. Just sort of play this one safe, play this one conservative, let teams deal damage to each other before they can then pop out and take control here.
Ako New Happy klira ovu dvojicu bez da umre neko,
Aha.
Not only would that be clearing out
Teško
the
je da
pressure
Howell.
from the north, it's also easy kills.
Relatively easy. Yes. All right, grenade out as they're trying to finish off Belmoth. He's done. The blue's going to get it, so no point goes over
Ujebote,
to
gle
New
drugog
Happy.
ne ide.
They are trying to suss out an Onyx. These shots in his direction. Well, it's going to be
Ma da.
Tiggleton who scoops up the point. So, an Onyx able to find a 4th place for Donawa.
That's not
Much
even
needed
how
placement
yeah,
points there for that team.
Ooh, and Tiggleton now pushing forward, finding a rock. This is, again, could be a really strong angle. There aren't a lot of windows that are finding that
New
direction
Happy, no.
directly, but he could still be a strong anchor position.
Pa ili
Ne mora
faul.
biti zavisi.
Ovi su zone sad.
Zavisi od shifta. Ako shifta na New Happy, onda da.
So really for them to even try and get second or first is going to be between New Happy
Ej,
and
jebi
Howell
ga.
sort of starting the fight in this
A
circle.
dobro, nemaju puno da igraju, kontaš nemaju auta, ali
Center of
tako.
this last circle is just, I believe, above the ridge to the east of Howell. So Howell is a really strong position to play from. Sonics are going to try to do their best, I think, to harass.
Jel ima Havli jedan kill?
Pa gdje ćeš iz ovog kampa, ne vidiš ništa.
Kam polje vidiš, možda su ubije nekog lutača.
And everyone knows that Sonics are going to be in the vulnerable position here, so they're just going to be teaming up and bullying this team before they can end in a final 4 versus 4.
Trenutno Sonicsi moraju da idu na Havo. To znači da New Happy može da ide na third party. Tako da, ako Havo ne očisti Sonicse clean, New Happy win. Ako očiste clean, onda Havo ima bolji spot. Znaš, meni je ođedni problem što sam Ruer drži Sonics. Zapravo dvojica drže Sonics.
Od trojicu drži. Garaža, Skiri i Šek.
A mislim, drže, da, iz daleka.
Nice.
A svi ih drže zapravo.
Dobar ne. Ako je neće.
Let's see if they can get this res. I don't know that there is time. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is. And Sonics, they could have all the smokes in the world here, but coming down from the top, you know, you can see a little bit
Pa ja
better.
bi se dinao.
It's going to be difficult indeed. They're just going to let the blue
Vlaču ga
do the
reza.
heavy lifting. And Sonics go out
A reza ga da ne bi dobili kill.
Pa znam, pitao sam da li će ga stić reza.
A, i sad treba da uzmu u will.
Nice.
Zabao mi
Ima
stream.
5 killova.
Jel vama zabao stream?
Nije.
Recognize that Sonics were denying a bit too late. Now Howl had more than enough time to swing back up on that angle. And pulling away from this one, you have to wonder, are they going to deny? Because Howl immediately are taking this ridge. Apocalypse taking point into this one, 4 versus 2. Huge advantage for Howl.
Yeah, I think New Happy might be willing to try to see if they can find a mistake, try to find that knock. Zepion doing some damage to Apocalypse, gonna let loose with the frag to see if he can find it. Just a little bit too far. And now Howl beaten up, but starting to push towards the hill. Non gets one. Can they find another? Can they even this up? No. Mad finds Zepion. And it is all down to Non for New Happy. Tries to prone, cannot do so. Howl are gonna find him, and they are gonna find the first win of the day.
Good job for Howl to hold that compound. They didn't have to do a lot of work considering the zones before that, but they got 8 kills while doing it. It was a clean game, and as we always say, you have to win the games that you have to win. The ones that are given to you, because you're not always given that lifeline that Howl were here. So good job holding on to that one. But in terms of the point tonight, I just want to make a comment on it. Sonics, 8th place. Howl, 7th place. New Happy, 10th place. These are 3 teams at the very end that were all in the exact same bracket at the...
Mene, neće ovo za 15 minuta novi meč.
Aj čekaj da uđem u game.
Ajde.
Well, let's take a look at some highlights, then we'll be back with the desk. Don't go anywhere, guys.
Ali ovo mi je tako bolesno, razumiješ? Sad svi hejtaju Howl. Zašto je Howl dobio zonu, razumiješ? Znači, Howl je giftan što se tiče zone, međutim, šta treba da urade ljudi? Znači, svaka ekipa u njihovoj poziciji bi radila isto, jebote, šta će šta?
Svaki game, svaki dan.
Šta?
Opet ima drugo ime.
Bio bih previše.
Bukvalno bi svaka ekipa radila isto. Ko je ovaj MT? Sao ti Fić?
Aha.
Ajde.
Rupaj.
Ja gledam da te im bajčam duže, ne vidim nikom. Kad sliči mi u džuke.
A bukvalno ne postoji ekipa u ovom lobiju koja bi uradila suprotno. Znači uzmeš onaj kamp...
Druže, ljudi nisu odjednom u životu odigrali mečiće kompetitiva i pripremite.
Ha? A je, ovi što komentarišu. Jel na njih
To su
misliš?
sve...
Druže, nisu u životu odigrali kompetitiv meče, onda pričaju.
A znam vrtali, znaš šta je.
Ova publika je retardirana od PUBG.
Dobro, aj
Svugdje
sad
isto,
idem.
brate.
I'm gonna do it again.
Okay, that's fine. But they've got themselves a win.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great win. They played out of.
Samo nešto komentarišu ljudi koji nikad odigrali meča nisu. Znači, bukvalno, šta bi bilo potrebno ti zadovoljiš njih? Šta da je Havel izašao iz kampa, stao na sred ceste i pucao? Ne konta. A onda bi svi spamali čat šta radi. Znaš ono kao, what the fuck they doing? Havel lul. Samo bilo Havel lul. Smo dobili prošli meč. A nismo da smo dobili Afirmo Famasu. Neće na Famasu. A nije do Famasa.
Ja sam iznošio. Četvrti put igram ovu mapu.
Šta je?
Kud ćemo danas? Jučer sam lendo u Assembly.
Ja na ovoj mapi ništa ne vidim.
Druže, bukvalno ima skoro isto damage kao svi drugi. Faul. I onda ljudi se... Koliko je evropskih timova je ovdje? 6? Vidio?
Joj, glupe mape. Ma arenu skoči.
Druže, ovaj deo baš dobro je, aj, onaj.
Šta bi trebali otići ponovo iz one... A da, ma glupo je, bre, ljudi samo seru. Havel Reds, Havel Reds, Havel Camping, Havel Reds, Havel Red, dobili ljudi kamp u centar zone grada rade. Bukvalno ne postoji ekipa u ovom lobiju, a ovo je trenutno najjači lobi na svijetu. Znači ti u ovom lobiju ne postoji ekipa koja bi drugačije uradila. I naravno će završiti win sa 4 kila jer iz tog kampa ti ne vidiš ništa. Ti da bi vidio nešto moraš se ekspozaš toliko da si glup ako bilo šta pokušaš. Uzmeš, brate, 14 bodova i to je to.
Nema nijedne ekipe koji bi pušila ovom, brate.
Ma ne postoji.
U tip 5.
Pokušavam da se sjetim neke najagresivnije ekipe, zapravo agresivna ekipa koja agresivno ne postoji. Ti ljudi svi isti PUBG igraju, slično.
A mi smo mrtvi. Ja moram ići dalje.
Aj levu stranu tu.
Da. Pa 2 tima imaju na ovom kućama.
Da, ali mi smo vamo skroz fraj.
Bog te gledaj first aid na krovu.
Valja ih podbiti to brzo. Tu se fajtaju.
Flash. Jedan je nokan, jedan je flashan. 2 flashana.
Clement nema healove. Healove našo. Nem health.
Jabuk imaš na meni.
Ja nemam metaka jebat.
Iha me.
Jel ovo flash? Nisam vidio.
Ne znam.
Gdje?
Tu smo. Evo ga vani tu. Na ovom kamionu. Ne idem. Mrtva insta.
Bro.
Ovaj tim.
Ne bih ima još jedan
Ima
tim. Ne znam. Mislim da su oni tekovi ti što su bili nokani mrtvi. Nisu, ima još živih. Tu iza kontejnera.
Jedan u kući.
Insta.
A ima još kuće.
Da.
Otvori mi vrata.
Dobio glavu, moram se healat. Dva su.
Ne.
Mislim da jedan shotgun ima.
Bravo.
Isto.
Bili bau. Normalno nisam mrtav bio.
Što sam to rekao
Ovo
sam
da lik
majke.
izmačio.
Nešto se ko mrmra. A šta ovaj nije ništa imao jebo? Koji gdje si ubio lik? Evo.
Na mene.
Gdje sam doroko ovdje?
SLR imate.
To idemo u dvojicu što sam ih negdje oko bogove.
Meni treba
Imam osam na
extended
njih.
muzzle.
8 ovdje na ovim bodima.
Jesi ti uzeo osmicu?
Niko nije uzeo. Na njega sam.
6x trebali, a?
Aha.
Na žutom.
Ovo niko nije ništa imao.
Ma kakva, šta će ima, svi su skočili istu kuću.
Ja nam healova.
Ja ne znam ni šta ovdje ima da se loot, šta se može lootati.
Ne znam.
Sve. Bukvalno svuda idu.
Što znam, ali ima toko i nekih tribinica, kutija.
Pa lutaj pa će se naći. Očito će trebati ovu mapu naučiti.
Ma ne vjerujem.
Ma neće ovo nikad doći.
A gle ludosti ove. Ti znači ni ne dođeš do, vidi dokle dođeš. A ti dođeš do pola ovoga, vidi. Znači ti čak ne dođeš ni do vrha gore. Gle ovo. Znači meni su laktovi u nivou izlaza. I ti staneš na noge. Znači on se ni ne volta ni ništa nego stane na noge. Gle. Viš? On stane na noge. Znači bukvalno su toliko nesposobni da nisu mogli ovo još malo visočije napraviti.
Visočije, jel?
Gdje je visočije ovo? Mislim ova sajlica.
Ode dole na cestu po autu. To je se ne vidjeti jel ima u ovom kampu išta healova.
Ovo je prvo što ti najveća stvar što su dodali.
Koje?
Ovo što možeš skakat. Za krova.
A?
Imamo li neko auto, a?
Ma meni je ovaj update najbolji dosta. I emergency pickup i padobran i...
Koji kurac ovo luta, ne?
Ništa bolje nije moglo.
Kak je ovo lutano, jebote led.
A lutano je neko je dok.
Speedball. Ovo za airsoft, vidiš. Ovdje je teren za airsoft.
Možda se pucamo. Da dođem. Da airsoft. Samo mi imamo prametke.
Zapravo ovo je teren za paintball, ali ja više volim airsoft.
Ja nisam airsoft nikad pravo, ja sam paintball.
Jesam. Airsoft je baš prava simulacija s tim što iskustvo airsoft je dosta zavisi od toga s kojim ljudima igraš. Zato u airsoftu, znaš, ti kad u paintballu zvekneš nekoga i bi ga spičio, si ga bojao, znaš, ne možeš reći nisam pogodio. A u airsoftu dosta zavisi od ekipe s kojom igraš. Onda ili će biti dobro ili...
Dobio snajperom u usnu.
Oj.
Baš ovo je auto predobar.
Onaj to. I onaj pick-up na sajmu.
To mi da ima ovdje još jedno. Gdje je garaža? Gdje je bila garaža?
Evo je,
Ona ti je.
ali nema auto. Jer...
Otuk.
A kurac, bok to.
Ajmo da mi ovjerimo ovaj najveći grad, očito. Nisam nikad bio unutra.
Ajde da spopnemo neđe najvisočije moguće.
Najvisočije, nije najviše, ampak najvisočije.
Evo, neko puca ispred nas.
Žuti je najvisoči koliko vidim. Ali ne znam da li se može gore popijel, može se gore popijel.
Druže, meni je FPS u minus otišao.
Če se fajt? Na zgradi se fajte.
Ljudi! Ajmo dole.
Može li se popije na ovu zgradu?
Ne znam, sad ćemo što.
Ne. Ujebem ti ma. A daj, koji Jebote Isuse, pa gdje ima još ljudi? Pa koji kurac?
Probaj se popije gore ako ima onaj zip.
Pa čekaj da nađem ja više save zgradiće jedno. Ima ovdje.
Kako smo ih častili kilove.
Mene nisu ni hitali nijednom, ali ne znam kako. A dobro.
Ima počeo meč.
Amo je više. Visoči, kako bi Dolić rekao, visoči.
About sample size and everything, but yes, we've seen a lot of hot drops so far, and the trend might just continue on here. New Happy now arriving on the cliffs with an angle into Farm and Milta City. Navi in between them and FaZe, and just a nice position for New Happy to hold here. I don't think they should be having too much pressure to go much further.
Yeah, there isn't much to be decided yet, as you know, a lot of the teams that had priority towards the bridge are taking it, and that's basically the way that this should work. You want to give yourself as good of a position in the early game as possible. Try to maximize those points. It's the name of the game. Petrichor Road has control of the bridge. Just on the northern side. Nobody's making a wrap or anything just yet in their direction.
No, we'll see if anyone wants to go down through Sosnovka, but which is a rotation that you can see on a circle like this. However, with this plane path, you know there's going to be a lot of Sosnovka Island teams there. 4 AM now approaching up from the north side, a good split that they have overlooking Howl.
I would love it if our observers showed us what is going on with SDK right now.
Listen, this is not new for them.
You explain, because
there's no need to explain. They're doing a nice rotation that is safe and it's avoidant of any potential bridge camps. Guys, look at the map feed if you're curious of what I'm talking about. I don't know why people are confused. This is a standard meta play.
Sure. It's not when I see it in Asia. I guess I'll put it that way. I don't see it much. Nothing quite like this. Most teams in Asia will go the other way. Like the long way, towards Noble. They're just lanes behind, right?
The long way means that they have to drive the transportation themselves.
They hedge their bets here, right? Like they can go, if it happens to hard shift south again, they can go either way. I get it. It's just they were very out there, and I was like, All right.
4 AM, Danoa.
Loki. A lot of damage done, and Summer able to find it. Crazy looking for that flush. Soul trying to cover him, but Crazy, what in the world is that spray from that distance? Absolutely disgusting. Had he been able to find another shot, that would have been Salute down as well. Still though, Summer able to get the cleanup. And this is disastrous for Danoa potentially.
Yeah, in fact, Crazy rushing forward to try and finish off Salute. Loki would be giving that information. Salute already on the retreat, unable to get the revive on the teammate, and now Loki is going to be for sure finished out here. But what angle can Anonix find? Seeking around the side, almost got turned on, but was able to get the knock here.
Should have spotted Crazy, I believe. Well, for sure now, after the shots rang out and hit his tree, he knows where those are coming from. Trying to see if maybe he can get some help from Salute as well. Want to make sure you get those points into Summer and Salute. Yep, able to come in the back. Anonix able to turn and get the finish. 4 AM here, split between a couple different teams. Shanghai, Twisted Minds pushing in onto him. He is down and he is out. 4 a.m. Our first team eliminated here in game number 2.
Really successful push for Twisted Minds. Danima, they're going to be limping after this one, but they at least were able to recover and get some points for themselves and not have the risk of going out with another stinker on their hands. EXO now moving on in, not far away from New Happy. HS on the move, giving up their space. New Happy, they hate fighting early. They avoid it as much as they can. And so instead, they're just going to be finding position here in this new ferry.
Exactly. New Happy never wants to start fights. I'll say it over and over and over. They want to finish them. That is I would say if you could give them a motto, that would be the best I have been able to conjure up so far. EXO going to just backfill their position.
Fat backfill their position.
Fat fill their position. I almost said that, didn't I? Fat fill.
Well, no, you corrected it to fat back.
I did, yeah. I'm really good at words.
Fat
Fat fill's not bad, right?
I focus on it because I'm just hungry and I want barbecue. But there it is, SDK. See, they're in a vehicle. This is not, I don't know what's different about the rotation.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, I'm crazy to think that they were doing anything out of the ordinary.
They're in a vehicle, rotating up. Yeah, sure, it's a buggy. I know you don't like them, but I mean, sure, sometimes you don't have options.
They were very much away from the circle and going in the wrong direction for a little while there. But I understand what they're doing.
You don't choose where public transportation goes.
That's true. That is true. I have no control over that. That is very true. I get what they're doing. No, I'm just being very silly. All right, GEX going to be on the other end of the bridge across from Petrichor Road. We're seeing Yuri and Leo there in that car. The other two members already up ahead, already scouting this position, and they may be able to get a sense of what's going on as Petrichor Road is taking some long-range shots.
Nice. This is a hard shift. It's not towards the south, but it is towards the west. Half of it is going to be water, so Osaka Island is pretty much no longer a consideration here. I think it might actually be impossible for it to swing down that direction, no matter how hard of shifts you want to go. And Twisted Minds are immediately on the move. They have quick access to the top ground there on the north side of this zone.
Twisted Minds is having some fun. In case you were curious, they just intentionally spun one of their players out. Then
Are you sure it's intentional?
It looked intentional. Then they kept going for it. That's what made me think it was intentional. Still having a good time, keeping their spirits high. FaZe and Petrichor Road now maybe going to be dusting up. And it's a jump up and over for Akesleft trying to finish the job. And it might be just barely. Yes, Akesleft gets the kill. But then he's immediately knocked down by Corexi. Corexi already 2 down in this fight. But Mill strikes from the off angle, gets him taken out. Vex is going to just barely hang on, and FaZe finds a bunch of kills, and Petrichor Road gone.
Man, Corexi holding those first 2 kills, and then Vex following on up to finish the kills, to finish that fight. All done in an instant, but LG, they see the opportunity. They're going to come on in before the revives.
I love this. LG, get aggressive, get those points. Now they are trying to wreck FaZe clans around. Kickstart right around the corner has Gustav down. That's one. Vex taking some damage. He's the last one on his feet. This is all you need to finish it. And it's a grenade from Flood that does it. Well handled here by Luminosity.
Really, they saw the opportunity and they pulled the trigger at the perfect time. If they waited even a few more moments, FaZe could have put up a better defense here. Now they have 4 up in a solid compound and with all the time in the world.
I love this move from LG. Love it. Love the confidence. Love the aggression. That opens up the space here for GEX to cross the bridge safely. Twisted Minds just taking space up on the north, getting information. There is Duckmai and Cerberus sitting atop the hill, but Perfectix right now, I think, pretty far away, and there is a knocked member of Cerberus out there, Solalzi.
Why are we only seeing 3 Twisted Minds members on our screen right now? Because Batulian is all the way up at the water tower in Rozhok for the Overwatch information to make sure that no one is backfilling this northern side. And with the damage done to Cerberus, the rest of the Twisted Minds are not going to be pushed here. In fact, shoot to kill with an opportunity to continue this damage onto the APAC team.
You gotta love the diligence here from Twisted Minds, making sure that every possibility on their back end is covered. A grenade is short from finishing the job. The res did come through here, but Isaki has been knocked. Alo trying to do what he can. It's actually Mime who's gonna claim that. Solalzi headshotted by Vegas. Duckmai out in the open, and he's cut down by Penta. Perfectix looking to steal these points if he can for Twisted Minds from Potato, and he does.
He gets one. He gets one, but this is basically an entire multi-team effort against Cerberus. Right now, there is only 1 member of that team still standing. It's just, or rather, there are 2 right now, but it's still all falling apart. Duckmai is bleeding out. It's all in Hamas, just pushing forward in a vehicle, finding some place to hang out in, but that's going to be on the low ground. Oh, finds a compound. That's definitely a really good grab, but you have to imagine at some point this is going to get crashed.
Yeah, certainly. That'll be a tough ask for Hamas. Vegas taking some damage from Perfectix. I think able to just barely get enough of that tree between him and his opponent that he should be able to get this heal off, I believe. Twisted Minds doing a great job controlling their territory, controlling their space. This time Batu reinforces in towards Potato Mountain, and now they leave Lou on the backside.
Vegas is getting a bit isolated here, dropping some smokes to try and find that vehicle and get back with the rest of the team.
Yeah,
Oma is going to center up in terms of the circle.
Positive,
Down towards the south in terms of where everyone is playing. And New Happy dead center. They love to play the edge, but they're not going to be mad about this one.
Yeah, this circle gonna remove a lot of water in the next one, but still, the playing ground is already cut from what you can use. Example there, takes a shot and
that's a sick angle from Ruin there.
That is nasty. Ruin has been really good coming in here for Howl.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mislim da će doći do
Now
fighta
with
ovdje.
the take of this first initial building of S
Twisted Minds
compound,
third party
the Mad is going to be pushing on in. They can continue to push this fight against Na'Vi. In fact, I think they might all be rearranging their positioning here. But Tiamba now on the western edge, coming in through STK, and there's actually EXO down towards the south. So they might have to just send it on into some central position, maybe where Danoa is, or perhaps Day Trade. I don't know if they can find a nice hill to play on at this point.
It's a tricky part of the map to play. Not a ton of cover other than the compounds themselves. They may have to go down to the mini pier. There is just not much available. Danoa's shack even going to be, maybe a little bit distasteful to try to go for. And they are indeed going to just settle up here on the rocks and on the outer shacks. Akita trying to make them, pay for this real estate a bit. But only gets some tires and a little bit of damage.
Still, it's gonna make Tiamba know that they cannot maneuver around that freely. Twisted Minds still on their own little rotate. They didn't want to push through Sonic's positioning. In fact, they might just be trying to swing around and go through STK, if not following up on Tiamba's rotation. But this one's a little bit slow. And again, Tiamba's already taken probably the best spot that you could from this angle. Twisted Minds might just need to try and take a fight.
Yeah, I think that is about the only option here for Twisted Minds at this point. Maybe hoping that the circle would leave more of that northern territory in a little bit longer, but STK, a firing line set up here on the western edge. Perfectix going right in between Alo and Vegas. Vegas trying to make it pay, and he's good for it. Alo now finds another, and Twisted Minds crumbling. Vegas did get knocked, and he will be flushed. Twisted Minds, 2 left, Perfectix gone. Lou and Spyro remain.
Yeah, I think Vegas probably gave up his position a little bit too early, but I think the nerves of having that 2-man team get up too close to his team made sure that they want to at least get the knock there and have the rest of the squad follow up. Even if he did get knocked and taken out in this situation, the rest of the squad is more than capable here. It's all up to Lou trying to peek around the side, gets a little bit of damage.
Yeah, Purdy can't quite find enough of an angle there. The car, I think, ate a lot of the bullets, but the grenade is perfect from Penta.
Wait,
rolls right through the tire. What's up?
EXO. Why are they've pushed away from that cliffside? They're actually pushing a little forward. High command overlooking this position. If the circle wasn't about to close, I could see EXO try and go aggressive onto this engagement, but high command at the very least is going to look for an opportune kill. Maybe can't catch Kurt there on the side, looting up.
Yeah, no, it's a good spot. As Hikerman did get super close to SDK territory. Now Purdy sitting in the blue, grabbing some utility here, getting this vehicle ready to make a move. Some shots from EXO to keep him honest into this vehicle, maybe hoping to find the tires, find the head, find whatever they can. It's phase 4. Luminosity now going to make another crash, but these buildings here are wide open.
Yeah, Na'Vi were focused on Howl for good reason. Didn't want to push too hard from the north side. And that means that LG just slotted themselves in on the south side. And this is a good spot in this zone. It's on the edge, but again, when there's not much to play outside of compounds, you got to take it where you can. And Howl also pushing here on the north side. Ruin there on the roof, giving that covering fire, and then just using this ridge on the east side with knowing that no one is at their back. It's a way to easily sneak up under the cover of the cover.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Matt is going to do exactly what you're talking about. He is right in there. Got the shotgun even at the ready. Now, Na'Vi, I think, sensing that they had lost control of that territory, are going to cede it now and fall back into the double reds and the single white as they ready themselves for what is likely going to be a bloody battle there, potentially on the east side. It depends on what Howl wants to do. They could rotate off of it.
They could, but rotate where is the big question. Na'Vi conceding that space actually does allow LG to also have a lineup on a potential push from Howl, so it's definitely a good defensive maneuver by that team. STK now moving in, just sort of using these hills, again, where they can. Kurt was able to get out of that potentially rough position, but EXO has still also pushed forward off the back of this one. And the thing is, neither of these two teams can really push too far forward, or else Daytrade are going to have a lineup on them. Daytrade, once again, just sitting in the relative center of the zone, not having to move too far from their compound.
Yeah, there's enough of a dip here that SDK can vibe for a little while. Tianba still has this portion of the mini pier in, the other one controlled by GEX, who has snuck their way underneath everybody. Still 4 strong. New Happy, though, on the other side of that hill.
Možda me zanima, ali single kuća još je dalje čista.
Howl, they can still wait this out for another circle. So this one, not going to kick off yet. It's not going to get hot and heavy. Just not, you know, maybe in another circle.
Yeah. Sonics as well. They actually are in a 3-1. Mime in the dead center playing solo. They want to use him as an anchor position around this phase, but they don't want to give up the high ground potential with the lines of fire that this northern set have. Shrimzy shooting towards STK, and I think Tomas might even be active here. Again, solo player for Cerberus have yet to be crashed, staying alive for now, but still not in the placement points. So no real points gathered from that initial position yet.
Well, for Himas now, part of the job is kind of peacocking, right? He's got to make himself look bigger than he is. He's got to try to make it so SDK doesn't feel comfortable trying to get into that position, to try to fool his opponents into thinking it's more than one person there. Circle has arrived, but still Howl's compound remains. Apocalypse, just, I think, watching to make sure maybe someone's not trying to wrap behind him, or maybe grabbing a little bit more utility, not sure.
This is bad for Howl, because this one building is no longer in this zone, but Na'Vi and LG don't have to move. Sonic's now going to be sliding in on where Mime is holding in. This is going to be that western set with the day trades and the SDK EXO that are going to have to do the most work here. If Daytrade get crashed by multiple teams at the same time, it might be hard to hold, but here, speaking of crashes, SDK, they're going to be isolating Hamas.
Yeah, the vehicle blew up into Halo. It would already taken a lot of damage. Oh, Hamas, the wrong time to reload. Oh, no, he went to get the shotgun shells in, but it could not find the timing. Halo there, I think he hit the side there, and his vehicle was already damaged, or it was already blowing up on the way in. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Daytrade now looking to see if maybe they can punish STK. That grenade will get into the garage, finds a scrape of damage onto Kurt, but that's about it.
Yeah, I think Kurt peeked out, saw something that he didn't like, ran immediately back inside. So the fact that that grenade didn't find any real damage means that Daytrade don't have an opportunity to catch them off by surprise. They're going to push all in. Alia, the solo player here in the single white, taking a lot of damage, tried to drop a grenade, but it wasn't able to find its mark.
All right, Alia had to prone down. Howl has a little bit of space to work with. The mat on the back, Alia has been knocked. Grenades are splashing. Na'Vi is dashing, trying to avoid any further damage. A good response, though, from Example is going to hit hard into Howl. Ruin is down. Apocalypse trying to play point. LG may be thinking about trying to get involved. Indeed, a headshot into Huba is keeping him back. 2 down now for Howl. The Mad and Apocalypse, the 2 remaining Howl players on their feet.
Yeah, and LG, they do want to get involved. They're actually running out of their building to find these angles. They're leaving Relo there in the compound, just make sure that no one's going to push them from the south side, but everyone else is getting on this high ground alongside this street to try and clean up any kills that they can, or even finish off these squads.
Oh, and a big grenade from Uba. Gets a ton of damage into Howl. Still Apocalypse left, but he is the only one, and he is bruised and beaten. Kickstart had been knocked as well, so LG going to pump the brakes momentarily. Flood, though, trying to work his way up towards this fence line, trying to get some more damage in. Snaker's got Apocalypse. Howl is gone.
But there's only one knock against Na'Vi, so Luminosity, not comfortable, not confident to try and commit to this fight even more, so they're going to try and back away. But right when I say that, Snakers with a great frag grenade. This is going to completely turn their plan.
Exactly. Oh, phenomenal angle there for Snakers. And now Mel very bruised as well. As LG seeing if they can claim Na'Vi's life, seeing if they can take down our top dogs. Mollies are out. Damage is in. Uba still not able to be rezzed, and here comes the push from Luminosity. They're wrapping around the corner. Snakers a kickstart up above.
They know that Na'Vi members are left in 2 separate angles, so they're going to try and hard push them as individuals.
All right, here we go. Reload out. Going to push on in. On the backside, Tianbo was wiped out by the last 2 members of Donawa. What work from them to stay alive, but that's okay. This is a more important fight. Mel trying to remain up top. Example has gotten the res onto Uba. Kickstart, reload, stuns are in. They are trying to get up these stairs. Smokes are going to barricade the entrance at the top.
You can see LG, they're trying to focus on Mel, but also make sure that they can't get pushed from the revive members of Na'Vi on the outside. Snankers is doing a really good job there on the road side, giving the information through, but still this fight is the moment, the door might be
Da,
closed here on
nije
LG.
to baš.
This is so important for LG. If they can win this fight, it could be them getting into the grand finals. Na'Vi, on the other hand, trying to stop one of the toughest teams we have in this tournament from getting an easy path into the grand finals. Mel going to keep committing smokes, keep buying time, and this makes LG's life more and more difficult as eventually as the circle will force the two members who are left up on the road out.
Through all the commotion, does he know that LG have players on his floor, on his level? Example, and Yuba still playing on the low ground, still trying to look through those windows, and also keep Snakers out of play. Mel is able to find the first knock against Flood, and the second!
Oh, insane stuff here from Mel. Just prepared to go shotgun, then switch into the barrel. Uba's grenade as well. Now LG, two members left, and here comes New Happy. This fight had been going on for a while, but they got knocked in the meantime. Snakers finds one. He's waiting for another. Uba there, gonna just miss the shots onto Snakers. Snakers was able to dash himself, duck himself behind the wall. Snakers now going to continue around. Kickstart with the Vector. Comes in here and gets the knock onto Uba. Wants to get the flush, but that's going to give Mel the opportunity to get the knock onto him. Snakers, can he get there to save him? No. It's a 1v1 now. Snakers trying to do what he can, trying to hold this angle. Smoke's going to be put down by Mel. Such fantastic work done here by him.
Or we look at the rest of the zone. There's been chaos across all of these edges because there's nothing to play in the center. Sonic's just been sitting pretty. SDK slotted above them, and now Daytrade still 4 up with 4 kills already in the pocket, and Onyx taken out. Let's make that one 5.
Looks like New Happy might be getting involved in that fight, and Onyx is going to go down here. So Daytrade able to claim the southwest end of things, and here comes Ming Ming. 2 kills already after taking down GEX. Tough fight on the backside, but HS has been knocked by Flash, so Ming Ming going to have to rethink this fight, and indeed is the last member alive here for New Happy. Now it is time to play recovery, to play salvage points.
God, that south position was so bad only a few moments ago, but now that it has been cleared out and Daytrade still have 4, it is suddenly the best spot to be in. But SDK also on the north side, so many good angles to play from, and again, Sonics in the center, hard cover to play out of, and just all grouped up. H1 does go down, as you can see in the kill feed, but here in this final 1 versus 1, LG versus Na'Vi. LG love fighting in buildings, at least for the past couple of rounds, but can they finish this off? Can they take this final Na'Vi player out?
Honestly, today it's gone pretty well for the most part in those building fights for LG, but now, of course, going up against Na'Vi, that's the toughest opponent we have currently. Sonics, they just got to lock this compound down, and they've got a really good opportunity to find themselves a win. Daytrade out in the open, and it is going to be a grenade from Poochills that is going to take Ming Ming out of action. New Happy down into 6, back over to STK and Sonics. Americas versus Americas.
Yeah, with this circle shift, Daytrade need to put a lot of their resources onto clearing out those final solos. They already took New Happy out, but still Snakers and Mel. Neither of these two players can even separate themselves from each other. They've got to go, that's why they have to go for the fight here, and that just means Daytrade have no choice but to wait for them.
Yeah, down to 3 health is Mel, and Snakers has to feel like he got a big chunk out of him. The door going to be closed in front of him. Let's see if Snakers can get it. He can. Well done here by Snakers. LG, 7 kills in this, able to get deep into this game as well.
Yeah, 7 kills, 4th place. It might have looked really dirty. That fight against Na'Vi might have not been as successful as they wanted it to be, but they've already put themselves in 12th. Can they go any further? It's a lot of really healthy teams in front of them, so chances aren't looking too high, but Snakers, we can see if he can clutch out another point here or there.
Yeah, he's under pressure from Daytrade. They know they lit him up, and they want to clean out this eastern edge. Daytrade doing a great job here, working the edges, making sure that their backs are clear. They're going to do so. Now we have a 4v4v3. It is Daytrade, Sonics, and SDK. Everybody here would love to get as many points as they can. They are oh so close in the standings.
Now, once again, Sonics and SDK, they've been so focused on each other because they've had to be. Daytrade is slotting it on the east side with the big wide spread. Utility is going to come out to try and take Kurt out of consideration and give Sonics more room to play around, but it's actually going to be Ayla that goes down first on the north side.
Yeah, Shrimsy getting up on the roof there to find that knock. Good piece of work from him. He loves to take advantage of that elevated positioning. Kurt going to be stuck in the shack. Poochills using all this commotion. Tiggleton trying to get some mollies in. I don't think Kurt actually got hit by those mollies. Some grenades out. Tiggleton there able to trade for Mime. Now you have 2 members of SDK, and they are under pressure from potentially multiple directions. And yeah, here comes Poochills. Daytrade wants this opportunity to strike. Smokes have to come out, but Tiggleton is flushed by Alo's grenade. It is desperate now for both of these teams that aren't Daytrade. They are finding the perfect timing.
It's all coming up day trade. It's all coming up day trade. These teams that keep fighting each other and day trade are able to slot in and pick up the scraps. This is about the third time at least this round that has been the game plan. Angles held onto Sonics. One member of STK remaining in ALO. And, well, they're just going to be beaming in onto his position. They're going to be missiling onto his spot.
Yeah, day trade here. Phenomenal timing on these fights. Penta and Alo just stuck, getting stunned up in there as well. The circle will be closing on them momentarily, trying to stun their way out of it, but day trade well out of range of being distracted by any of that. Here they come up and over to the top. Belmoth can just keep the heads pinned down of STK. STK still trying to peek it. Oh, Belmoth. Just phenomenal spray control.
Yeah, just Penta re-peeking. He had to do it. He had to try and get day trade out of this, but now with the re-knock onto Penta, it's all onto Alo. No longer Flash gets the spray onto Norins.
All right, that's one. A lot more work to do here. Belmoth trying to come around. Didn't feel comfortable enough. Maybe seeing if Alo is going to come out. Can maybe wait this out as well, as the blue is not too far away. Puchil's covering on that right-hand side. Alo has to make a decision very, very soon. Up on his feet and put right back down. Belmoth gonna clean out STK.
God, Sonics couldn't even try and take advantage of day trade being distracted because Flash has been here on the southeast side, keeping them pinned in, allowing day trade to clear out STK, get the revives that they need, and it is all on to Shrimzy. 1 versus 4. If he can get a knock on a Flash and potential flush there, that would be the final point that he can get, but any more than that, that would be a miracle.
Puchil's has him zeroed in now. Shrimzy is gonna have to work some serious magic. Tickleton said Shrimzy's beaming right now. Let's see if he can continue. Flash at least damaged. Shrimzy here doesn't feel comfortable enough to go for the heal just yet, but plenty of healing utility in the bag. Wow, what a spray there. Does a ton of damage to Puchil's.
He might still be beaming. It's all about the opportunities that day trade give him. Norins did go down to the blue. The revive, there wasn't enough time for it for day trade, so still 1 versus 3, significantly easier. But with Flash peeking and then immediately proning down when he takes damage, same thing for Belmoth and Puchil's, they're just not giving Shrimzy the opportunity to get those extra legs up in this engagement.
Yeah, for day trade here, it's all about playing for a trade. You don't want to get 1v1s to Shrimzy if you can help it. Flash continuing to work towards one side. Puchil's just going to lock it down while Flash maneuvers. Just hold the angle. Shrimzy now sees Puchil's head, goes for the spray, can't find it. Going to use this opportunity to rotate back, but that is going to send day trade towards the center, towards a consolidated position.
They've had the split to find the information, and now when the circle closes behind them, they are grouping up so they can play for those trades even better. Flashes come out, and they're just grouping up. If they line up, something could happen here, especially with Shrimzy with still a frag grenade up, but a couple of shots come out, pull it back.
All right, he's going to go for the frag, barrel back in hand. Belmoth is down, 2 more to go for Shrimzy, but no, Puchil's is not going to allow it, and day trade.
Pitchwise.
They're going to be retaking that second place from Howl, and they might even be putting more pressure.
Si uzeo plus prošlo.
Jo, jesam. Za vas ne znam.
Još ja. To je dosta. Tamo da se pređi. Jel se nije pređi? Fali mi bilo da se pređi.
They went for the finish onto STK and they were oh so close, but day trade found the perfect timing, the perfect opportunity to third party the fight and make it so difficult. But guys, we are going to watch some highlights and then it is the desk and then we're going to take a short break, so don't go anywhere.
Sad ide rangel, sad ćemo da vidimo da li će opet ide contest gledati.
Tamo poslije ovo ide mjesto. Ići.
Hvala su.
Bogati.
3-3 smo.
Jedan belo. Bog te ovaj ušao u kosa. Ima 2 lika.
3, ja 3 vidim. Ja 2 vidim. Na ovom.
Nema me zajebava da će lik mi lendat na auto. Jedan ide prema garaži,
Idem ja ka njemu.
na već je dole.
Ma ne
A
ide na garažu.
jedan je sa mnom tu. Ide obojica garažu.
O, ja sam u
Ne!
garažu.
Ja sam mrtav. Dva na mene. Na metaka. Jebote Isus.
Gdje je?
A unutra u kući.
To je kući, ili?
Ne, pokraj, tu je. Plavi, ne.
Bojte noka. Why are you running, bro? Why are you running? Why are you running, bro? Thanks.
Bro.
Ne vređa.
Što ti rekao?
To sam dam. To sam letio iza njega. Kao treba mini mogu ići, bukvalno sve.
Hoćemo ići preko, a?
Imam ja ovaj emergency.
Možemo emergency sljedeću.
Kaznio. Emergency.
Ja ovdje preko na fishing.
Imamo ljude na fishingu.
Aha.
Sam rekao skuplja.
A ja.
Treba finić.
U sebi imaš ta K12 skin. Ili imam K12. Kako se tako ušli?
MK.
Tu su. Tu. 2, 3 lik. Žuti pin. Znači 2 su, evo ovako.
Jo, ja sam
Svi su tu.
retardiran, prerano sam ugasio. Ja ću trčat do ove naše strane.
Ne vidim ih opet.
Lijevo je otišao. Naravno da sam ga vidio.
Možda nas je vidio. Vidio nas je. Dobio glavu.
I ovaj tu timing ja
Dobio
trčim.
onaj drugi glavu.
Ovaj timinga samo ja imam.
Znači 2 su ovdje žuti.
Tu u našim bližnjim kućama nema niko.
Ima taj to.
Pruža lik 1 HP ispred mene na kamenu. Ne idem ga. Nokta. Hvala
Dobro,
Bogu.
kila.
recimo, bar neko.
Iz hangara me hitao.
Vezaj ga mi na kamenu tu ispred.
Jedan ti je na ogradi.
Nokta.
Na ogradi ti jedan.
Majdan, nisam ga vidio. Ajde kresite sa otima, dvojice su nokta na meni.
A gdje je lik?
Pravi. Je prešao? Znam da li je prišao,
Da,
prišao je
da,
prišao.
prešao.
Jej.
A Mostok se, brate, znači kako se postaviš ti u tu situaciju, meni nije jasno uopće.
Koji?
U tu,
kako
brate,
ja,
znači svaki put, ti si svaki meč mrtav, ali svaki meč si mrtav, evo. Znači kad radi play, niko te neće da radiš play, samo povedi sa sobom lik.
Stop taking all of the points off the board.
I mean, they've got 60 kills compared to the 27 placement points that they have. And the 27 placement points came off of 2 wins, and then the rest of the games has been 7 placement points. But it doesn't matter if you're killing half of the lobby when it's happening. Likewise, though, when you see Day Trade, they've had 2 wins, but 33 placement points. So you can get themselves the wins, but still have placement points coming in from those other games.
They have placement points, and placement points, though, they're not scary. The thing that Navi is doing that I think is amazing is for the winner's bracket, every team, when they see Navi in that kill feed, they're going to think twice about going for that engagement because their entire team is on fire.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you very much, Toffees. Time to go to a break. When we return, we have more PUBG eSports action on the way, so join us right after this as we're here for PGS 1, brought to you and co-hosted by Crafton and VSPO.
Now we can be in the game to play PUBG.
Nemoj. Zaustavi pauzu. Što skroz puštaš? Ćemo li Q,
Aj. Ja tamo promijenio jakt.
Sad se tamo jako promijenio, jel?
Da.
Dosta. Dobro.
Di ćemo?
Ajmo Ren.
Aj. Skill arena.
Jedan tim, jel da?
Da.
Ovdje je dobro za fight.
Jedan lik. Jel?
2. Što se dešava? Jedan ide na mene, vam.
Ajde ulić,
Ide
ubijemo
na
to kod
drugu.
tebe. Van je. Ispred kuća ti je. Jedan kaos. Te li tuku ili šta radio?
A da. Pogodio me penom, ne znam kako me nije noknuo.
Tiho.
Evo pomoći.
Gdje je Fić?
Na meni. No. A de jebote Isuse, pa kako? Koji kurac?
Tek bluzom mu bacam. Ej. Pec. Ili pecka?
Tu je.
Low je, van ide. Jebem ti šotku, druže, koliko je OP.
Ma nije da shot kao OP, bok te pa... Aj luti ga pa vidi jel ima vestu trojku ili nešto. Znači ja sam lika pogodio, ne znam. Ovo je toliko retardirano.
Ima
Da.
je trojka.
Šta je imao vestu?
Trojka.
Eto.
Neki su nas
Daj ti
sve
meni,
na
ajde.
kamp. Zeleni.
Pa fale dvojica, ovo je nog bio.
Znam, ali tu ne ide svoj trka tamo naprijed. Moj mak.
Ja ovdje jest. Aj bre.
Aj. Neko me ne ida. Ulić. Još neko me ne ida.
Gdje ja stanem? Gdje Boga da?
Tam.
Ja sam skroz iza zgrade. A moraš otvoriti. Aj probaj sad. Jesi možda mi s ove strane pope na krov?
Ne možemo.
Daj mi first, imaš i viška.
Dropus. Moj mark je zadnji, na burećima. Pitam.
Ne vidi se radi ništa. Tijeka ne znam, a sačekaj me.
A ne može mi nigde mrdat. Na burećima ide. Jedan je. Čujke burić, imaš god iza. To je drugi tim.
Ovo sam X na ovom dolje. Ali ja ne znam, sve da su nam snokovima. Nama fale ovi Kinezi. Početka i fali nam još, koliko? Još dva lika odavde, jel? Ili još jedan. Koliko ti uzodi?
2. Mogu ljudi. Ja imam jedan, ti imaš 3, jel?
Da. Znači nama bukvalno fale 4 lika. Ajmo u zonu.
Nemam ništa na B-u, bukvalno ništa. Ura sam čovjek uopće ubio.
Mogu ti ja da kompozat. Semki.
Sam tam. Biće bolje.
Drži.
Hvala. Aj mi
Nije loš
tepamo
put,
odavde,
jel?
bežimo dok smo još živi. Ali ja sam čitao vrijeme igrao kuda su dvojica, brate.
Idem. Koliko imaš utility?
2 nejda, 7
Auto.
smokova i 1 flash. Flash, smokova i 1 7.
Pa može malo.
A?
Može malo. Imam
Evo ti,
2,
2.
3 smoka.
Propustio ti. Ajmo mi na ovaj zipline prvo da ovo radi. Ovo igrite još malo bit će Apex.
Ja nemam ništa protiv. Tek da hoće sve iskopira iz Apexa.
Ovo igrice jedino što ima dobro i koncept puške. Kako
Na
radi.
mehaniku ima najbolji.
Auto.
Dobro.
Drvo, uzmi drvo. Aj, joj.
Gdje je tvoj?
Ne znam. Ja mislim da je moj to. Nisam ni sklonu da ste još jednom knuku.
Ovi će nam stati 100%.
Ima čipe taj možda. Nisam
Nisam vidio. Miza ne.
Nisam sklonu da si još neki izbacio, ali dobio sam assist. Da sam imao M-ku, izvadio bi još jednog. Bedalo me teško izvaditi. Kim se okrene u drugu stranu. Auto, ček može ići na nas.
Idu, gasli su.
A ček me se blizu gasio.
Da, i dosta je dobro.
Ne se da. Gdje nam sljedeći ovaj govno da letimo? Ti materi.
Ma vamo na žuto.
Nije bliže ovdje. Hoćemo da tamo probat. Iđi to.
Ajde idemo tamo, može, tamo možemo doleći, ja mislim. I da se onda prelacimo na žuti, neće. Možemo neki krov.
No možemo kurat, brate, već tamo.
Može, 100%. Otvori odmah. Ne može. Daleko. Više se danas visočije baci. Malo motor ispod nas, ne znam da li idemo na to.
A motor je loš. Ima desno auto ono brzo. Naravno da stigi, naravno da sleti. Desno, skoro desno se cesta ukreni. Viš tamo je auto. Idem ja na motor.
Bilo bi dobro da su spojili ove, znaš. Da ih ima toliko da s jedne možeš leći na drugu i tako rotirat.
Mi na Pavliku ih ima, mi da svi ovdje smanjili.
Imaš i dači ovdje.
Ja sam se već bojao da
Ćemo isto auto.
nije spon. Da nisu auta. Ti su oba bila crna na dva.
Ajmo ovako proći.
Mi da možeš tu vodu.
Mislim da može.
Evo mi ko će to ovaj auto dok krene moje kogod je treba. A mi da se mora skroz zalet da prođeš. Ti ćeš proći, ja neću. Tak ćem ljudi. Jel se može?
Može. Pa ti si na širi dio už.
Kako širi dio drži isto kome?
Pa nije, znači zato... Meni je ravno, tebi je... Jel vidiš, pogledaj mapu jebote.
Ma ne, ovdje bi bilo uže, nisam vidio da je rič ovdje na svojoj strani.
A to ti kažem, pogledaj mapu, rič imaš jebote, koki.
Niko što mi kupa. A joj, loši šekovi ovdje za igrat.
Uđi, uđi, uđi. Uđi.
Može dalje? Aha, nije dalje.
E gledaj ovaj kam tu trebalo da ide zona, jel? Kontam da najviše ima ove kopnene površine. Tu su.
Lik unutra. Vani je.
Luzom su baci.
Znam. Tu ne ide. Naravno s jedan.
Sleđa na silentaju.
A mi da mora biti još jedan u meni u kući. Ili ipak nema. Moja kuća je clear.
Ajde izgubijem ovo.
Jedan noka niza.
Ajde dobijem ovoga, dođi.
Aj evo ti dan.
Daj healaj
Čega
se.
healam.
Dođi, dođi, dođi. Dao sam u glavu.
Pitaj da je sad ovaj bogalj.
Možda ovdje nema niko, vrat.
A čuo sam da je odavde skočio negdje.
Aj healaj se.
Prije ne ide.
Neće, krešat ću ovamo.
Ovdje dole i clear.
Nokali su tamo preko ceste.
Ovo je loša pozicija, ono.
Po tebi?
Ne.
A što smokaju oni ovdje ovaj kontra?
Jedan prilazi.
Odakle?
Ispod nas je već.
Na vrata ona tvoja dolje. Klak.
Možeš mi gledat?
Ispod tebe je jedan.
Noka sam jednog mani.
Ispod tebe, daj neki smoke nešto ovdje. Na žuti pin, tu je.
Ja moram healat. Meni zadnji first jebote.
Baci mi ovdje neki kroz ovaj prozor. Help kod tebe, skočio bi ga.
Noka. Plašam taj. Ispod tebe tu. Hitan jednom. Plašam me. Bravo. Ibem ti fajta.
Ovaj bar nije vrhunski.
Svijet što mogu skočiti na prozor ono, brate. Lako sam tako lika izjebao.
Fajtaj se ovdje.
Valja healat. Uzet bombe, druže sve sam potrošio bombe.
Ima ništa od utility, ali ostalo.
Malo. Ja sam našao jednu bombu.
A first ova.
Imaš na meni ovdje. Jedan. Mogu ti ja dati, imam 5.
Mojmo ja 4.
Ja sam negdje Vesto izgubio svoju
Idem ja po auto.
majku.
Ne znam šta je žuti, možemo se igrati. Dođi ti po auto, imamo 2 auta. Ima malo gori, ali nije.
Idem, no.
Skampali je ovo buci. Čekaj, ovdje može se igrati.
Ovo je uvali kod mene. Ovo uvala je dobra. Diktar si full open, north, touch north. Vidim da je desno što brže. Ok. Olo. Nego je može biti već close više. On mora i vodu preplivat. Ako još na onaj strani. Da, još su preko. No, ubio neko. Nego znam da si tamo. Ima lik.
Jedan je na žuto, ovo. Dva su na žuto. Ići će... 3.
Tačno moj naran rastilov je. Mora li movat.
Ja, sad ne vidi. Znači, žuti pin će raditi ovo. Možda stane među
Ovo je
njih
noka.
ubijemo.
Koga da ubijemo?
Njih.
Onda meni fali još neko deseto. Na cesti vidim lika. Kroz tamo dvojicu. Tu su zadnja dva tima, brate.
Nisu.
Tu je... Jesu.
Nisu žuti 33 lik.
Pa vratu od njih onda. Imam lika follow tamo. Oj.
Ne vidim tog silencera.
A
Jesi
kako
safe,
me
jesi
vidi?
safe?
Jesam safe, ali mi je 15 ima. Ne baš mi stiče.
Ovako je... Žuto killu za ovin juče, ovaj izleti iz zone. Ja mislim da je 1-1 i ova 3 žuta. Jel' tako? Još jedan solo i 3 ova. Moguće da oni ne koriste ovo da skoče nakon.
Ima to pa spleti na krov.
Oni neće da iskoriste, ja ću.
Stvarno ti to radi? Koji lik?
Ići ću na koju kuću je fight, skočit ću na krov. I u destra. Evo ga. Ušao je u ovu veliku kuću tamo. Ne znam gdje su ovi, ne vidim ove. Ovi mora biti da su ispomene na ovaj kamp. Eno ga dalje na prizemlji. Da, ovi su ispomene. 3, 1, 1. No, aj krosa.
Kako trči. Kaj pucaj ga, pucaj ga.
Ne, moš ga puca.
Pučiš ti.
Zona, ti.
Što ti idu na zadnju kuću, gdje si stao sad tam prije? Jednog više tu u drugom kampu.
Ovo lijevo.
Da, viš ga.
Da.
Na zidu.
Evo sad ću. Tri na jedan. Moram da sačekam.
Ne bi rekao.
3 na 1. Solo je on.
Dvojice su ti tu. Aj čekaj da krenu da pušaju taj drugi kamp. Ja, majko. To radi ovaj. Slut. A ne možeš im lendat na krov, brate.
Mogu.
Ubit ćete. Sam su dvojice, ja bih rekao da je 1-1-2. Da su trojica pušali bi već te bi tražili. Prvo je pašao tog da, sigurno.
Koliko metaka treba liku da padne?
Tu 90, brate. Kako te razvali. Samo kaže na spavanje.
Patišao sam, moram da idem.
Kud?
Idem na roštilj, neki doći popodne. Aj, čao.
Aj, čao.
Ljudi, stream kasnije, čao.